Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Borderlines. I am Gauri Dutt and we're going to cross a lot of borders today. On my right is Sai Dipesh, or better known as Sai. He is pursuing his Bachelors in Business Administration from Amity University in Dubai. And on my left is Shahrukh Seth. He is pursuing his Masters in Business Administration and he is from Amity University, Noida. So how do you guys feel?
First of all, thank you for the really nice introduction. And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, do you like the cold?
Very much. Especially coming from a place that's almost 55 degrees. So this is like a miracle for me.
I'm sure I can.
Very much.
Yeah. Shahrukh?
It's an amazing experience being here. I've really got no words to explain because I was really looking forward when I had enrolled myself in the management program. And ever since that day, I was waiting to be here and now I'm finally here. So I'm completely amazed.
Okay, beautiful. So the reason why we're here is because we're going to take a look at cross-culture globalization and how it's such a big deal now because all of us live in a globalized village because through social media and different variants, we are all connected together. And this is the perfect example we have over here. I mean, we have someone from the UAE who studies in the Dubai campus of Amity, and we have someone over here who's from Amity Noida and has always not really been part of that part of the country. And now all of us are here together in London and we're going to go to the States. So what my question to you is, how different do you feel from UAE to Dubai to London and then you're going to go to the States? How do you feel about that?
In a way, you would say is that, okay, there's a really big difference, especially when Dubai itself is a whole different country when it's in its own perspective.
Right.
When you come from there, it's very strict laws, there's a very different atmosphere when it comes to people.
Right.
The business, especially when a student like me, when you're studying business administration, as compared to both of us, the way I study it is compared to the local culture over there. We have to keep in mind the laws, regulations are very different, especially compared to international regulations, compared to London, US, India. It's a completely different and isolated atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a huge difference. When you're coming here to London and studying, it's like you're studying macroeconomics in UAE, but you're grabbing the same book, but in a different language altogether.
Right. That's good perspective. And Shahrukh?
So me, perspective-wise, there's been a lot of changes in my education. So I cleared my 12th grade and I moved into engineering. I wanted to be a fighter pilot, but I couldn't due to a few reasons. And I started loving the field in engineering itself. After I finished my engineering, I did get into my core field.
Yeah.
I started working in my core field itself.
Okay.
In a hydroelectric power plant, which is based in Kabini.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, I finally decided of joining Amity Noida because it had the 3-continent program. Because I always wanted to travel out, experience new cultures, new food, meet new people, gain knowledge. My lecturers in Noida are brilliant. So that's about it. I'm loving it. Yeah.
Okay, so since we talk about cross-culture, since you have come from a part of the world where everybody has a very fixed opinion or a very fixed view upon it because so much has been said and told about the UAE. So now that you're here in London, and what difference do you see in culture purely? How do you think that's different from where you've been and brought up and studied?
To be honest, UAE is very secure. It's the most beautiful place you'll ever find, most technological, most sustainable. Obviously, they're leading in the highest when it comes to sustainable energy. Dubai is exceeding very well in that. We even have our own town, like our own customized city, which is coming up just to study sustainable energy. And the whole city itself is powered by solar panels, wind, everything covered.
Right.
Me, myself,
Yeah.
even though being brought up in the UAE
Yeah.
and being based in India,
Yeah.
so I have that already a little bit of mixed culture through my parents as well. Because obviously, while being brought up in that vast environment of my own areas,
True.
we still have a lot of Indians there because almost if you check it out, almost 75 to 80% of the population are Indians.
Oh, wow.
Compared to anything.
Okay.
Or like around 12 to 19% are locals.
Right.
That's why. So, but even though those 12 to 90% are very hardworking, very respectable, they accept any culture that comes into their country.
Okay, beautiful. And Shahrukh, so you've worked and you've lived in you've always been in a boarding school and stuff like that. So now that you're here in London, how is it different from the ethics that you've seen in a job, or how you see people over here, when they're going towards office? What's the difference between culture? Because you've had more experience in that regard.
Yeah, see, basically work ethics is almost very similar where I worked, and I've seen people work over here.
Yeah.
See, in both the countries, what I've noticed is there's a lot of hard work, there's a lot of determination between people.
Right.
And ethic-wise, so work ethic should always be in one similar pattern, in one language, because work is worship, So
now that we're towards the end of the show, I think we have, this was quite an informative first episode that we've had at Borderlines. I never realized how informative something could be over a cup of coffee, and we've realized so much about different cultures, how Sai told us about Dubai, and how the idea of UAE in people's minds is not really what they seem it to be, and how the media, boasts it up and changes it completely. And how Shahrukh told us about how he's always been in boarding and how a life like that can be, and how he's worked in different places, and now he's here. He's not many people pursue education after a job. So there's a lot of different things to learn, and I think this has been a very informative episode. So thank you so much for watching, and we shall come back to you next week. And I'm pretty sure we'll have a lot of different guests and a lot of different things to learn. So thank you so much, boys, for coming. And
really good coffee.
Yeah, and for telling us about your lives and where you're from and what you expect and how you are. So thank you so much, and we will see you next week.